If you want to make gains, you need to consider retained. The retained recruitment model and why it will work better for you. There is a war for talent like never before, and many of our clients are working ever harder to make it less likely that their star performers will leave them or be motivated to look. The other aspect of recruitment, apart from finding the right skills, is to identify those people who are the right fit for your teams. Candidates who can add real value and ultimately enhance your bottom line. It's like many things though, it's easy to say, but it's much less easy to deliver in practice. As an organisation, when considering your own hiring plans and your strategy going forward, there are several different ways you can achieve your hiring objectives. You can and probably will promote job vacancies through your own website, direct advertising, on external job boards. They can, of course, be very expensive for one-off hires. Internal candidates, it's great to promote from within when possible, but you are then left with a gap elsewhere. Recommendations, referrals, and perhaps by using your own internal recruiters to manage the processes and hopefully reach the hidden off-market talent. Typically though, this doesn't really happen. Using the services of a specialist recruitment firm is usually complementary to your own efforts to find the best candidates in a timely manner. In theory, they will research the market, identify the best talent, and filter out those candidates that are unsuitable, all of which will save you time and money. However, as with most things in life, you will get what you pay for. There are typically two ways to engage with a recruitment agency. Firstly, on a contingent basis or on a retained basis. With the contingent recruitment model, the fee is only paid when a candidate commences work. With the retained recruitment model, the agency charges a proportion of the fee up front before commencing work on your role. Why would you choose to pay a proportion of the fee up front, you ask? Some might say that paying an agency to work on a retained basis will be more expensive or even money for nothing. In reality, it is of course the same cost. And in many ways, you will actually save money and you will benefit from a superior level of service. Firstly, it's worth considering that the cost of recruitment isn't everything. To quote Henry Royce of Rolls-Royce, the quality will remain long after the price is forgotten. I know that's very much a cliche, but bad recruitment decisions can be absolutely catastrophic. If you are truly committed to building a great organisation, you will want to recruit the best people and the best talent you can get. And that means working with a recruitment partner that is truly committed and contractually engaged delivering for you. So what would stop you from working on a retained basis? You might have a doubt about the agency's ability to deliver. You may be waiting to find someone off your own back from your own efforts for free. Or perhaps you feel you need to use multiple agencies to spread the net as wide as you can in order to find the right candidates. And those, of course, are all reasonable questions to ask. Of course, you would not retain a recruiter without having confidence in their ability to deliver. You will want them to have taken the time to meet and consult with you about the role properly, and so they understand exactly what it is that you want. And perhaps more importantly, what you do not want. You will want to know that they can walk the talk and that they will be genuinely interested and motivated to fill your role. In an ideal world, you would find the ideal candidate for free and with minimal effort. But if you consider the cost and value to the business of that vacancy as the weeks pass, what is that gap costing you? So it's sensible that you apply and stick to a strict commercial deadline before looking for external help. So why not just give it out to multiple agencies? Sit back and wait for lots of wonderful CVs to flood in. Well, there are a number of very good reasons why. Firstly, you're asking the agency to commit their time and employee resource with potentially a slim chance of filling your role. If you give that role to 5 recruiters or more, they only have, in theory, a 1 in 5 chance of filling that role, which is not really an incentive to gain their total commitment to you and your role. More importantly, the same candidates will undoubtedly be contacted by multiple agencies about your role. This not only cheapens your brand, but it will also feed back to your competitors that you're hiring. And it's also highly likely that these recruiters will not have truly understood your needs fully and will potentially be misrepresenting the role, and even worse, missing candidates that you would actually like to meet with. It is a good recruiter who will naturally focus his or her attention and best efforts on those clients who are committed to working closely in partnership with them. Perhaps because you have not paid for a service, you will have no influence or be able to influence the search that recruiter makes. By making a modest upfront payment in advance before the search begins and retaining an agency, they are then under pressure, we are then under pressure to deliver for you. And it will be critical that we really understand what your business and brand is all about, and that we really understand the role you are hiring for and the work that you need this person to come and do in order to be successful with you. So we will agree on a project timetable with you. A retained agent will be able to approach candidates with one consistent and correct message. They won't just be dealing with candidates who have responded to an advert or we've just done a quick trawl of the database. We will be able to approach and directly headhunt the passive candidates, the hidden talent, candidates who are successful and doing well where they are, not necessarily looking for a new role. Typically, those are the people that you will want to hire. So the retained agency will be motivated to spend those hours and evenings knowing that they've already been paid in part for that work that they are doing. Those recruiters who are only working on a contingent basis won't take the time to find those hard to find people for you and your role. You'll be able to get regular updates and progress. And because you have only one firm working on the role, you'll be happy to answer any questions that might arise. If you have 5 agencies working on your role, that will result in 5 lots of questions, 5 lots of emails, 5 telephone calls. That is no fun for anyone. And usually you won't have time to respond to them, and they will then lose interest, and you'll be left with an unfilled role and have wasted time on interviewing or speaking with unsuitable candidates. The candidates who are in the end the most important people, especially the right ones, are much more engaged if they know that everyone in the process is committed. They will be comfortable because they're not getting multiple calls from different recruitment agencies about the same role. And they will be able to make more considered choices because they're getting facts, not mixed messages. In the end, retaining a quality recruitment firm that will deliver for you is by far the most cost-effective and time-saving way to work. In my experience, the best business relationships are based on a balance and principle of mutual benefit. A retained recruitment partner will be motivated and totally committed to delivering for your business. So it's a true win-win. it makes perfect sense to work with people who understand your business properly. The retained recruitment model has been proven time and again to build long-term recruitment partnerships with recruiters who will live and breathe your culture and values. The service proposition: retained recruitment partners will make the client company their top priority, as we will know that the business have shown trust in us and made a down payment in good faith. We will want to burn the midnight oil to help find and engage with the best candidates for you. The active and the hidden passive candidates. And this means that you, the client, will get the widest choice of candidates, not just the fastest or the cheapest. Very often, extensive deep dive searches by committed professional search consultants will reveal less obvious choices or alternative and perhaps even better solutions. And they will look beyond the obvious and they will leave no stone unturned. Retainers are of course not right for every role or for every client. And we of course are a very successful contingent recruitment firm. However, if you like the idea of a retained and fully committed partner who will be under pressure to perform and to go above and beyond, then Financial Careers will be delighted to discuss your own unique requirements and agree with you bespoke retained solutions that will deliver the results that you seek.